Psalm 46, what an incredibly powerful song of praise and adoration. Few things that I'd love you to dive into a little bit deeper this week within your connections or however you're using this resource and engaging with other people and going deeper in what God's word is stirring and cultivating in us. First thing is, I want you to do a little bit of that spiritual exercise we talked a little bit about. Talk about, dream about, come up with metaphors about how great and grand and awesome and majestic God is, how big he is, and then also how intimate and how personal. Do a little bit of that spiritual exercise. How big is God and how intimate is God? Secondly, I'd love for you to take some time and talk about that concept of be still, or that word rapa, which being still for us has a lot of connotations of be quiet, calm down. And yes, that's absolutely part of it. But it's also cease, slacken, loosen up. If it's tug of war and you're pulling, rapa is this sense of like giving rope, giving away, slackening. Talk about that a little bit and talk about, are you really willing to loosen? Or has busyness and engagement and the frantic pace of life just become too much of an obsession? And lastly, I want you to consider practice being still together. Practice calming your heart, calming your energies, emotions, anxieties, what you think about the world, what you think about relationships. Practice being still and trusting God as our refuge. Have a great week. Love you guys.